Namaste. हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Myself, Dr. Gaurav Gupta, Assistant Professor, Department of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, UT Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's digital session, we are going to continue asphyxiant poisons. In previous session, we studied about types of asphyxiant poisons and the poisoning of carbon monoxide. Today, we are going to discuss carbon dioxide poisoning, hydrogen sulfide poisoning, and nerve gases poisoning. In carbon dioxide poisoning, first of all, carbon dioxide. Properties of carbon dioxide. CO2 is a heavy, colorless, and odorless gas with constituent of atmosphere about 0.4% concentration. It is mildly acidic in taste. The source of carbon monoxide is expiration, or it is formed during respiration, combustion, fermentation, and putrefaction of organic matter, mine, explosion, refrigerating plants, and lime kilns. Solid form of carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. It is found in old wells, mine shaft, and temp cellars. Pure carbon monoxide causes vagal inhibition along with glottis spasm, leading to instant death. That is due to decreased oxygen supply to tissues. So its symptoms also depends on the concentration level in the blood. So 0 to 2% of concentration, there is no symptom. On 2 to 5, there is increased respiration, throbbing headache. On 5 to 10% concentration, hyperpnea, tinnitus, mental confusion, muscular tremors. On 10 to 20%, respiration becomes slow. There is fall in blood pressure. On 20 to 40%, there is dyspnea, muscular weakness, fall in blood pressure, loss of reflexes. On 40 to 60% of concentration level, there is dyspnea, feeling of tightness in chest, tinnitus, muscular weakness, drowsiness, unconsciousness, coma, and death. On 60 to 80%, there is immediate unconsciousness, convulsions, and death due to the asphyxia. Fatal concentration is minimum 25 to 30% of concentration level and maximum 60 to 80%. In case of high concentration level, the fatal period is very less and there is instant collapse and death. So the treatment is to move the patient to fresh atmosphere, maintain the airway, body temperature should be maintained, oxygen should be supplied, cardiac stimulants can be used. On postmortem, features of asphyxia are found: cyanosis and dilatation of pupils, capillary and venous congestion, petechial hemorrhage, congestion of the viscera. Usually poisoning is accidental. Now the hydrogen sulfide. This gas is found in very large quantity in seawater and it smells like rotten egg. Exposure of more than 700 to 800 ppm is very injurious and can result into immediate cardiopulmonary arrest. Significant S2S poisoning usually occurs by inhalation of the gas. It acts as a cellular poison and affects all organs, particularly the CNS and pulmonary system. In CNS, it produces headache, vertigo, nystagmus, weakness, and coma. Affecting the CVS, it produces arrhythmia, myocardial depression. In eyes, it produces ocular lacrimation, photophobia, and conjunctivitis. In respiratory system, it produces rhinitis, pneumonia, pulmonary edema. The presence of S2S is apparent because of the characteristic rotten egg-like smell. However, concentration more than 150 ppm may overwhelm the olfactory nerves, so the victim may not have any warning sign or may not feel any smell. An exposure to 70 to 80% on exposure to more than 700 or to 800 ppm can cause immediate pulmonary arrest. So the treatment is high flow 100% oxygen. Remove the victim to fresh air. Artificial respiration is to be given. Its antidote is amyl nitrite and sodium nitrite, which enhances formation of methemoglobin, which in turn is spontaneously detoxified in the body. Supportive measure is correction of electrolyte imbalance and pulmonary edema. On postmortem, there are signs of asphyxia. Rotten egg-like odor is present around the nostril and mouth. There is greenish discoloration of viscera, gray matter of brain and bronchial secretions. Pulmonary edema and congestion of viscera seen. Medico-legally, poisoning is always accidental, causing it is a cause of death in sewer workers, the petroleum industry. In some recent episodes, S2S has been used to suicide in Japan. War gases. War gases means any form of chemical, whether solid or liquid or gas, which is used in the war to cause vast destruction and casualties. The types of war gases are the second type of war gases, for example, mustard gas, sulfur, asphyxiant type, for example, chlorine, phosgens, tear gases like chloracetophenone, BBC, KSK, nerve gases, which are esters of phosphoric acids having similar action to organophosphates. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.